Hi, football fans all over the world, wherever you are. Hope you had a fantastic weekend. Remember, in whatever you do, stay away from violence, stay away from crime. Try as much as possible to always do what is right. And on that note, I welcome you to Eugene Talks Football. Once again, welcome on board to the channel. It's match reports, Emirates Cup, Arsenal to Olympic Lyon nil. And it's the last time you will see the Arsenal until the Premier League 2024-2025 curtain raiser. Of course, it starts on Friday with Manchester United slugging it out against Fulham at Old Trafford. But Arsenal will be playing against Wolverhampton Wanderers at the Emirates on Saturday. It's just 4 days to go to the opening of the 2024-2025 Premier League season. That's what we've been waiting for, football fans all over the world, and here we are. But today on this show, I'll be reacting to the match between Arsenal and Olympic Lyon. That's the Emirates Cup. Traditionally, it is the match that is played a week before the Premier League season begins. Arsenal won the game 2-0 yesterday. This is just my bit of a reaction to the match. Yes, it was Mikel Arteta's traditional starting 11 from last season with David Raya in goal and the back four of Ben White, Gabriel, William Saliba, and Alexander Zinchenko. I know I spoke a lot about Zinchenko in the last couple of weeks, how we don't need him anymore, how he's contributing just nothing, little or nothing, to this current Arsenal squad. But believe it or not, Zinchenko played really well in these last two games, Bayer Leverkusen and yesterday, Olympic Lyon. Going forward, Zinchenko produced so much. You know that whoever performs, I always give them their accolades. Zinchenko performed brilliantly going forward. But did he give so much with regards to our defense setup? I cannot say, because our defense generally is formidable. So you can't really pick out a player to say he was outstanding in defense. The core of that defense is so solid. I don't see Arsenal conceding too many goals this season. So let's talk about the game proper, and the midfield of Thomas Partey and Declan Rice, and of course Martin Odegaard and Gabriel Martinelli left wing, Bukayo Saka right wing, and Kai Havertz return up top. Remember the last game against Bayer Leverkusen, he was deployed to the left 8 position, which we all complained about. But the first few minutes of the game, did we really have full total control of the game like against Bayer Leverkusen? I don't really think so. But the positive thing is that Lyon didn't have anything, any single threat to Arsenal at all. So it all depended on what Arsenal would bring to that game yesterday. It was, of course, we can say that it's a glorified friendly, in that it's an Emirates Cup, and you would expect Arsenal to perform better in terms of converting our chances, in terms of creating more chances, in terms of having clean passes, keeping more possession of the ball. I didn't say that Arsenal didn't keep good possession of the ball yesterday, but in every case, you want your team to do more, but only two first half goals from arguably the best defensive pair in world football were enough to give Arsenal the win yesterday. But apart from those two-headed goals from William Saliba and Gabriel, Bukayo Saka had some decent half chances that he could have converted, especially crosses from Alexander Zinchenko from the left hand to the right. Sometimes he headed the ball out wide to the right of the goalkeeper. And what about Gabriel Martinelli? He had some quality runs, like you would expect from him. Gabriel Martinelli is the player that I'm really looking to this season to perform brilliantly. And he showed glimpses of that quality yesterday, undermining the fact he didn't score, but he had good runs. He looks sharp as he's looked since preseason. So I'm really positive on that front, knowing that Leandro Trossard is also in good form. So the left wing position is in safe hands, though we're really concerned about the right wing. And because Bukayo Saka, he wasn't really 100% in terms of performance yesterday, but Bukayo Saka is always Bukayo Saka. He did what he had to do, and Arsenal managed to see the game off. Generally, Thomas Partey, the thing about Thomas Partey is if he can stay fit this season, we have a player on our hands. I'm sure that Thomas Partey is ready to give it all this season going forward. And if he manages to keep fit this season, I don't see Arsenal losing many games. Should I say many games? I don't see Arsenal losing at all. Look at yesterday's game. There was no threat to our backline at all. Because Thomas Partey was in total control. Last season, we didn't see 30-40% of Thomas Partey. So it's important that we see a fully fit Thomas Partey this year going forward, and it will offer Declan Rice more space to go forward in the left 8 row. And of course, the imminent signing of Mikel Merino to the squad, if it happens, and then you see that we have a very beefed up midfield, going into this season. So the important thing in that midfield is to ensure that Thomas Partey stays fit, as he showed quality, he showed maturity, he showed leadership in that pivot, in that number 6 role. And that is what we expect from Thomas Partey, which he didn't bring last season. So this season, let's see what he really brings to the team. And what about Martin Odegaard? He's the magician, he's the playmaker. Those link-up passes, he was in there, he was on point. He did a lot of those, although we didn't convert a lot of our chances, and that is what I expect the team to look at, critically. So all in all, it was a good game, a win, the third consecutive Emirates Cup for Arsenal. I know that's not what we really want as a fan base going forward in terms of winning trophies, but before the beginning of the season, it's good to have a positive vibe like this. So generally, I think we are ready. The team is ready, and another good news is that the team looks in a very good shape. Martin Odegaard and Ben White were the only players, the 2 outfield players that saw out the full 90 minutes. Of course, it's understandable knowing that these 2 guys didn't feature in any international competition. So it was important that they had better playing minutes, compared to other players who were involved in international duties. Of course, Leandro Trossard. Of course, Calafiori made his debut yesterday, by the way, and he came on for Zinchenko in the second half. Amidst cheers from fans who have been waiting to see Ricardo Calafiori. So at last, Calafiori has made his debut, and it was impressive in the left back position. Of course, so there's positivity around Arsenal in general, especially that game against Lyon. But the only bit of bad news is the fitness of Urian Timber. Before the game, it was reported that he had a slight foot injury, and Fabio Vieira also has a minor injury as well. And Takeyo Tomiyasu, remember, he wasn't with the team on the tour of the US. He was also not available for that game against Lyon. So these are the only three players who were unavailable in that game. So that's a bit of a good news, uh, uh, knowing that they are not serious injuries, because it's important that we have a fully fit squad ahead of the new season, which is just 4 days away. This time, it's time we get it over the line, and and players need to be fully fit ahead of uh, what we have for the season. Remember that opposition clubs are also strengthening. They also want to challenge, and clubs are signing players, and it's important that we step up as well in terms of additions to the squad. Are we contented with just the signing of Merino, which is not done yet as of now? And of course, Ricardo Calafiori. Are these just the signings that we need to finally win the Premier League? Let us know in the comments, people. Yeah, that is the match reaction yesterday. And it was 2-0, two-headed goals from Gabriel and William Saliba. I repeat again, arguably the best centre-back pair in world football. These guys are beasts. Their physique, their presence in Arsenal backline. I don't see Arsenal conceding too many goals this season. I'm very confident of that. So that's the match report there. Let us know what you think in the comments, people. And I hope you have a lovely day forward. And remember to like this video, subscribe to Eugene Talks Football if you haven't yet. Let's keep the comments in. Let's react to every topic. Whatever you think we should do, let us know in the comments. And I'll see you again. Peace.